Give me 60 days to turn this house, this ugly looking house, into an AI generated house that looks like your dream house. The offer to purchase is signed. The question is, are we gonna make money from this? I mean, guys, just have a look at this. This is the first glance that you have as soon as you enter this property. My question to you at this point, would you sign the offer to purchase for such a property? This is how we will open the gates to you guys so that you can see what this project has. Talk about manual. They left their vinyls here. So I'm calling this the sold house. I'm calling this the sold house. So guys, the house is in a state, man. It's in a bad condition. I won't lie. And that's the nature of our job. A lot of people will be like, you know what, I want to flip. I've seen it on Instagram, or I've seen it how it looks on TV, in terms of we just get there, we renovate, or we put in money, and then it's as simple as that. Guys, it's not as simple as that. Number one, before you do anything, you need to know at which point are you buying the property, because if you do a mistake whereby you buy the property slightly higher than the amount that you should have purchased it, you will be in trouble. We've been in situations whereby we were in a flip, I won't say which one, but we lost out on about 200,000. Day 2 of flipping an ugly property to an AI inspired property. I'm really excited about this because it's been a while since we did a flip, and I was looking forward to it, especially the hard work that goes into it. A lot of people do not really understand how cash intensive a flip is. Such projects are cash intensive because when you're looking at the wall and the gate alone, one might be spending up to 40,000. And imagine, we haven't even went into making sure that the kitchen is beautiful. When we had a chat with the guys yesterday, I mean, for me, it was mind-boggling, whereby they gave us a quotation of about 50,000 for breaking walls. Now, one would then be like, but is it really worth it to break walls? However, now when you're looking at modern properties, and when you're looking at the area of which you're looking at the property situated, you'd want the property to blend in terms of what is selling right now. And if you want to sell it at top dollar, you have to then pay out that 50,000. However, the question is, will we be able to get back that 50,000? Because it doesn't make sense to be putting 50,000 only to be negotiated into breaking even or even making a loss. So I'm looking forward into seeing how will this property look when these walls are down.
In the first week, normally we're looking at demolition, right? But for this one, because there was no official gate, we need to start with the wall. After the wall, putting a new gate, then only go into the house. So for today, we're getting the guys that will be starting to demolish that whole wall and now build another wall. So that's what we're going to do, number one. Number two, we're getting an electrician so that the property can be functional in terms of guys being able to charge and also having lights all around. Then the last thing that we're also doing is that we're considering putting aluminum on the front wall, like we do have on the AI generated wink wink. we're getting the guy to give us a quote to understand that is it still within budget. Because remember, as much as we want the property to look good, we also need to make sure that we are still within our budget.
Man, when I put this on, I get really excited because this is the regalia. It's the regalia of flipping a ugly property into an AI inspired property. Join us, guys, as we
These guys are done, Joe.
So got a shock of our lives, guys. It only took us about 30 minutes to get here and the guys have already put that wall down. They're saying that 3 days the wall should be up. I wonder if it will be up on the 3rd day. Invest like a pro with no work.
The moment you realize that you're actually working with highly motivated people, man, that's when you actually understand that we need to also be motivated on our side. So now we're actually going to buy our material to actually see that how fast can we get these delivered so that the guys can actually start building the wall. Because remember, when you are flipping a property, every day is very important. Because now, if you skip a day without doing anything, that means that the longer it's actually going to take you from moving from one deal to another. So right now we're going to buy the material and try and get it delivered as soon as possible. If they get it delivered today, that would be a big win for us. Now I just got a quote. Per trip, it's going to be 500 Rand. So we probably have to do like at least 5 trips. So that's 5 multiplied by 500 Rand. Do the math. Do the math, brother.
Interesting negotiation. What happened is that unfortunately we do not have a van, so the guys from Hilux and the guys from Ranger do us right. Spoil the.
Yeah, if you can set us up, I'd appreciate that.
Set the gents up, man.
I was asking where is this gonna come from, man.
Sure. Guys, if the time was not an issue, this would be so good because everything would be pushed and then we know that we would have only paid 350 bucks.
Okay, so we are almost done with day 2 of fixing
the ugly house.
The
so-called ugly house lives to the AI generated property.
You know, my person would say that it has good bones. It has good bones. So I'm really excited about what's going on right now. But the thing that I was just having a conversation with Neo is that the person that was living here locked the gate. So since he locked the gate, we can't actually park inside of the house. So now if we can't park inside of the house, that means that all of this material that we bought needs to sleep outside. Hey! But lucky enough, these guys are really fast. These guys are really fast in terms of how much they're actually working. And it doesn't make sense for them to take all of these bricks and then put them in the house again. So
only to take them out.
Only to take them out. So right now, what they're doing is that they're going to offload these bricks and put them outside. Then the guys are going to be laying the bricks. And then probably when it's almost time to finish, then that's when they'll actually take the bricks inside. Yeah. So that when they are done building the wall, they are then also able to take and use the bricks for inside.
Yeah. We've never done a project whereby we had to start with the wall and the gate. To me, like, this is an expense whereby I'm like, I'm not used to this expense because already when I'm taking out, let's say you're taking about 10,000 to 15,000 for a project like this, you already know that you've got tiles. You already know that systems are in place.
Yeah.
But now with the wall and the gate, these are features that are outside that we're not used to fixing, because most of the time, as I did mention, they're already there, they're already established, there's no need to pay attention towards it. So with this one, I'm really, to be honest, I'm unsettled of the start of the project because we've never done a wall and a gate before. Not that we don't know how to do it, it's just that I'm guessing it's just that it's an unnecessary expense, but the way it was a necessary expense.
Yeah.
So do you get me, bro?
I get you. You know where I'm at right now, right?
Yeah.
I am more comfortable building a wall
Yeah.
for security reasons
Okay.
than not building a wall again. I remember with the previous flip, we didn't actually do a wall, and it was easy for people to go in and outside of the house, right? And now I'm thinking, my logic is saying, right now, if we have a longer wall, and then we also have a gate, a security gate, whereby it's not easy for people to go in, then it makes it hard for someone to actually break inside the house.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it won't happen, but I'm saying that it's harder than when you have a gate that's actually easily accessible.
Security is basically what we're paying for.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say then, for the security reasons, I'm happy to have a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if we'll show people what happened in that project whereby you learned the harsh lesson. Just 2 seconds,
It was a
Nyana.
harsh lesson, bro.
It was a harsh lesson. So that's why you're more than happy to pay for security. Whereas for me, I might have forgotten how that felt. Of
Yeah,
which
yeah.
right now that you're mentioning it, I'm asking myself, paying 27,000 for this wall and a gate for the security of whatever that will be happening inside. It's a lot of money, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's unnecessarily necessary.
Yeah.
I knew you'd finish that sentence.
Day number three. Hey guys, this is really exciting, right? Because now we had a plan in mind of what we thought we would actually do, but now we are executing on that plan. Now, bro, you're already in your work suit, my bro. What's up?
Man, today we are fetching the guy who works with the aluminum windows, right? Because now looking at the front part of the property, this is where it's tricky, right? It's very technical. Is that, do we put the foldable door or do we put glass? Because when you're looking at it from outside, right, the initial plan was for us to put the foldable door. But now when you're really thinking about it, someone opening that door every time to get in the house, it's not practical. So that's why it's always important again to get expert advice. So when it comes to advice from the aluminum guy, he might see it a different way that you've seen it. But then again, it's very important that you're thinking about budget, because it doesn't make sense if we're not going to make our money back, because we are in the business of making money and not just making the property nice but no profit.
One.
Ben, if you didn't know, this is my best friend.
When I have this hammer, I feel like the mighty Thor.